So networking has always been one of the things that I really, really didn't like, even during my corporate career, right? It always felt fake and slimy and salesy. It was just one of those things that I never enjoyed doing, because I think I was surrounded with the wrong people that was doing things for the wrong reasons, right? And that's exactly why we thought about how can we reimagine what networking groups actually looks like.
I know I have always, all my life, avoided networking sessions because of who I am, right? I'm not very outspoken. I very happily stand back in the corner and not get involved. And that's not the type of person who succeeds in the typical networking arena, right? You've got to get in there. You've got to know your sales pitch. You've got to know exactly what you're going to say. And I much prefer listening to people, only speaking if I have something really important to say. That didn't work in networking.
Because it's always, what's your elevator pitch? What value can you bring to the person that you're speaking to, or what value can they bring to you? And I think that's such an exchange of you give a little, I give a little, you give a little, I give a little. And there's no true engagement or connection when you actually have that situation, right? It's always very transactional, and that's not how you build a abundant network. And a network that's going to actually help you succeed at the end of the day, right? Willingly help you succeed. And I think that's the primary premise of what it is that we're trying to do here. It's not about, hey, I've got this skill and I'm going to sell it to you. And if I sell it to you, you're going to refer me to somebody else, right? That's the typical thing that happens when you're networking.
Yeah, didn't you feel that at that last networking event we went to, where
oh my God,
we spoke to each person for it felt like a limited period of time, and then you had to make sure that they said their pitch and you said your pitch, and then it got like an uncomfortable silence when you realized you can't actually buy anything from each other. Yeah. And okay, now let me move on to the next person.
Yeah, all very transactional based. And we found in our careers and in our entrepreneurial journey that it's the people that you connect with that really has an interest in what you're actually doing, that really has an interest in helping you, that really has the skill base to actually assist you, or the connections to assist you, that are the most valuable, right? Not somebody that's trying to sell you something at the end of the day. When there's a willingness to help, there is so much more value that you actually extract from that relationship.
And actually, I think that's probably how most networking groups, or this concept of networking, was started in the first place, right? To tap into the advantage that is generated when people connect, right? And the more people that you connect with, the more opportunities, the more abundance you can create in your life. And networking has just become a very salesy, sleazy, transactional process. And we want to take it back, right? We want to go back to what it was intended for in the very first place, because we know firsthand the magic that happens when you connect with a lot of different people, right? We know the magic that happens when you expand your social circle and you make the connections that weren't possible for you before.
Yeah, and that's exactly what the Abundance Connector is all about. It's about connecting people that has similar interests, right? People that has the willingness to actually listen and also help in any way, shape that they can. And that's not always in a transactional manner, right? That's hey, I maybe need an accountant because I'm living in London somewhere. Do you know somebody that actually, runs an accounting business that you could refer? Oh, I know somebody, right? That's the type of thing that we wanted to create with this network. Not, hey, I have a product that I'm trying to sell to you. Are you interested in this product? That's not what the Abundant Connectors are all about.
And in addition, the Abundance Connectors is global. We are no longer living in a small, isolated community. We now have access to everyone, anywhere around the globe. And we know firsthand, having lived in 5 different countries across 3 continents, right? The advantage of meeting people from all over the world, and how you can actually find your tribe with people regardless of where in the world they live. That's what I love about the Abundance Connectors.
Yeah, and we want to expand this network for everybody, right? We know what the advantages are, and if we can actually create a platform where this becomes a reality for anybody, anywhere in the world, imagine what the potential is when that actually becomes a truism, right? Imagine what the potential is when, your potential is elevated by everybody else globally. And that's the magic of what we are doing here at Abundance Connectors.
We are creating a place where ambitious, abundant thinkers come together to brainstorm ideas, to support each other, and to create more magic.
So let's talk about what the Abundance Connectors are. So Abundance Connectors are not just for a specific group or subset of people, right? It's not just for your entrepreneurs. It's not just for your small business owners. It's not just for those people that's wanting to, start their new side hustle, but it's for everybody that actually wants to think bigger. It's for anybody that wants to further their own ambition, as well as help other people succeed in their ambitions, right?
There are many other amazing networks out there for small business owners or for business owners. Ours is not exclusive to business owners. It's for anyone who wants to think bigger or is thinking bigger and wants to be around other people who do the same. So whether you are a successful business owner, dreaming of being a business owner, operating a side hustle, or just want to connect with people who are bigger thinkers, then this is the place for you.
So come and join the Abundance Connectors. It's absolutely free, right?
We meet once a month, so you can absolutely make sure to fit it into your schedule. And for all of our subscribers, there's an additional monthly meeting where we get to learn from our amazing members that are in the group.
Yeah, amazing members that's in the group that will depart some of their knowledge, some of their journey, right? And these are going to be members that is, seasoned business owners or business owners that's just starting their entrepreneurial journeys, or maybe people that just has an idea or a concept that they're actually wanting to share, right? So come along and be part of something that is completely new, dynamic, and very different from any of the other network groups that we've actually seen or been part of or attended.
Reach out if you have any questions, and we look forward to seeing you at our first event next month.
Awesome.